Good afternoon, kids. My name is Daquan Brown. You guys can call me Mr. Brown. I am a student at Morehouse College from Atlanta, Georgia. So I am from this area, just like you guys. And welcome to Hands in Learning STEAM experience. And today we're going to be learning about robots. So raise your hand. What is a robot? Essentially, a robot is something that you program to make a task. And we all have, had experiences with robots. Your phone is a robot, a computer is a robot, your iPad, your video game, even your microwave is a robot because you give it a command and it does that command. So my next question is, are robots dumb? Essentially, yes, robots are dumb because without you programming it, it can't do anything. So today we're going to explore how that is through this wonderful Edison robot. But before we get into that, there are a couple of classroom rules I want to go over. The first rule is listen and follow instructions. That is very important. If you don't listen, you don't know what to do, and then if you don't know what to do, you can't follow instructions, and then you're not gonna have fun doing the activity. And then the next one is do the activity to the best of your ability. You guys have been here all day just learning, and this is supposed to be fun. The next one is collaborate with one another, work together. Not only are we going to be learning about robots, we're going to be learning how to work together because that is an important life skill for you guys to have. You have to work well with one another. And lastly, have fun. Like I said, you guys have been here all day. This is a great opportunity for you guys to just chill. Well, not chill, but have fun. I know you guys' brains are hurting from thinking a lot, doing a great job on your work. This is a great opportunity for you guys just to have fun. So, I am going to show you guys the Edison robot before I actually pass it out to you guys. So, believe it or not, this little toy car is not just a toy, but it is a robot. And today we're going to do an activity called a line activity to program this robot to do something, and then it's going to do it. But first, I want to go over how this robot works. So, this little thing at the bottom, not the big bumper thing, but the thing below that right there is called a sensor. And the sensor is going to read whatever command you guys tell it to do, okay? And then next we're gonna go over these lights at the top right here at the front of the car. The lights at the front of the car actually follow the instructions as well. It helps maneuver the car from left to right. Helps maneuver the car from left to right as well as avoid objects. So if we were in a dark room, this car wouldn't work as well. And then these buttons, we're gonna go over the commands of the buttons, but here we have a triangle, we have a little square here, and then also we have a circle. And lastly, we have this little thing. So just in case your robot goes dead, we have this charger here to charge it up, but we're gonna pop that right back in. And lastly, we have these little any of you guys familiar with Legos? So these are like the little circle things that go on the Legos, and later on in this activity, not today though, you guys are gonna get real creative with these little circles, all right? But first, we're going to do something called a line activity. Well, line tracking. So I'm gonna pass out the robots to you guys. Now notice how these things are in a nice little cool little box. All you guys have to do, raise them up. All you guys have to do is take them loose and then unravel them. Unravel them. So I'm gonna pass these out. But first, I need you guys to do me a quick little favor. I need you guys to get into groups of 3. Groups of 3, like I said, you guys are going to learn how to work together. The most important thing here is learning how to work these robots. The second most important thing is to learning how to work together. So in your groups of 3, we're going to have someone that actually is operating the robot. They're going to be called the programmer. They're going to be called what? Okay, so the programmer. Each person is going to get a turn being the programmer, so don't you worry. Don't worry if you don't go first. And the other 2 people are going to be the helper. You guys are going to be in charge of holding the program, making sure the robot is straight, you know, just being the eyes and ears for the programmer, because this is not going to be that easy. It's not going to be that easy. But the only thing is, when you're a helper, you cannot touch the robot. You have to use your mouth, your eyes, and your ears to help. You cannot use your hands, because the only person that's supposed to touch this robot is the who? The programmer. So I just passed out all of the robots. Now you guys remember, unravel it. It's simple. Now as you hold it, do not hold the wheels. Hold the car, not the wheels. Now we're gonna go over the commands of these buttons. And as you can see, they're right here as well. So each button can do 2 things. So first, we're gonna press the triangle. When we press the triangle, it makes a nice little noise. And we can see here the triangle turns it on. Then we're going to press the square. We're not gonna press it, I'm sorry. We're going to hold down the square. We just turned it off, okay? So the triangle turns it on and the square turns it off, all right? We're gonna turn it back on. And when we get our little program here, the circle, we just press the circle 3 times and it programs our program. So how are we going to program these robots? Good thing about these, we don't need a computer, we don't need a phone. All we need is a piece of paper with barcodes. So I'm gonna pass out the barcodes, right? But I'm not gonna give them to the programmer, I'm gonna give them to one of the helpers, okay? So we're going to grab this. We're going to, well, once everybody has their paper, we're gonna grab said robot, place it on the one that says line tracing, all right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna press the circle 3 times, all right? 1, 2, 3. Now, if your car makes a beep noise, that means it was programmed well. But if it goes all the way off the table, or you know, all the way off the paper, that means you have to do it again. Now, I did mention earlier about this sensor here at the bottom. You always have to make sure your car is centered at the middle of the barcode, so the sensor at the bottom can read the code, all right? So make sure it's centered. Let me get one of the helpers to hold the paper like this. Another one to make sure that the programmer has the car straight. And yeah, just press 1, 2, 3, and it should program, okay? Now, we're then gonna place it on another sheet of paper with the line tracing, and we're just gonna press play and see how it goes, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. See? And then, when it's done, or when you feel like the program is done, you grab this by the edge, and you just press the square to stop it, okay?